the woman had only gone to take a shower, but when she emerged, the entire room was engulfed in flames. Desperate to survive, she ran toward the door, only to be consumed by the oncoming fire the next second. Strangely, when police arrived at the scene, there were no signs of any fire. However, the medical examiner confirmed that the victim's body had indeed been burned to death by flames. Police reviewed the surveillance footage from the scene. After the woman had returned home, she never left again. While they puzzled over this, the medical examiner discovered black substances in the victim's brain that appeared to be fungal spores. Similar fungi were also scraped from her sinuses. Due to limited testing capabilities, the samples had to be sent overseas for analysis. But just as the samples were dispatched, another identical case occurred. In 30-degree weather, a boss was found frozen to death in his office, wrapped in a blanket. The medical examiner found that the victim's nasal cavity had frozen solid, and the same fungal spores were present. Without the test results, the cause of death had to be listed as undetermined in the autopsy report. The supervisor was furious upon seeing the report. To murder cases with undetermined cause of death, do you think the public and media will believe that? Before he could finish speaking, another case was reported. A priest was found dead on his bed at home, with strange symbols sewn into his body. The medical examiner suspected this case was related to the previous two, and sure enough, the same fungal spores were found. 3 bizarre murders in 3 days prompted the supervisor to bring in Detective Kevin from overseas. Upon arriving at the crime scene, Kevin immediately spotted something suspicious: an air conditioning unit on the wall. When Kevin opened the cover, he discovered a steel ball inside. Testing revealed that the ball had been hollowed out and filled with the same fungal spores found in the victims' bodies. Just then, the overseas fungal analysis results came back. The expert explained that this was actually a type of fungus that, when exposed to cold air, would burrow into human brains. Blood tests showed dopamine levels over 0 times higher than normal human levels. This meant that whether the victims froze to death or burned to death, they had imagined it all. But if it was all hallucination, how could the ice crystals found in the victim's body be explained? The expert couldn't provide a scientific explanation for this phenomenon, which only reinforced Detective Huang's belief that the perpetrator came from another dimension. Following the symbols as a lead, he sought out a local sociology professor to learn more about the situation. Unexpectedly, after just one glance, the professor declared, "This person is trying to achieve immortality."